In memory of my dear father. I take some measurements on a very weak quarter-wave thermoacoustic engine. This engine is weak, I've done it a little stronger, but now it's not the performance that matters, it's how I measure it. It's a one-way turbine, but it may only be able to use half the energy, but it may be more. The efficiency of the thermoacoustic turbine is very low at atmospheric pressure and will only be very good under pressure. So the power of the machine is much higher than what we will measure on the turbine. Why can more than half of this energy be utilized by this one-way turbine? Because in a machine, the gas is like a spring and like a flywheel. This turbine does not limit the inward flow of the gas, so in this cycle the gas, like a spring flywheel, can then receive more momentum, which is added to the outward flow. The turbine can only utilize one cycle, but the machine will blow harder with one-way turbine than if it had a bidirectional turbine. Maybe this drawing will help to understand. This quarter-wave machine with this geometry, the thinner resonator tube, seems more ideal for the turbine. It may be stronger than traditional geometry. This geometry came to mind when I was experimenting with a multi-core machine, but with a multi-core machine, further thinning of the tube did not seem good. In any case, this geometry is worth further study. This is not a Hoffler tube, as Robert Murray Smith said. The Hoffler tube generator has a completely different design, the pulse tube cryocooler, which looks some similar but works completely differently. Now let's look at the engine I will measure. Here the generator is now connected directly to the LED. These are bright white LEDs, but they are not very bright. At the same time, brighter live, the cameras show this type of LED more fainter for some reason. This older engine was perhaps a little more powerful. And with Prony break. You can find detailed information about this experiment on this website. Because they are accomplices among the guilty whom are listening. Ukraine. Let's sum it up. 0. Western media are still lying also. 1. NATO is constantly spreading itself and its weapons to the Russian border. 2. NATO and the EU coup Ukraine and made it a puppet state. 3. Afterwards, it was not the Russian minority, so not the Russians, but the Ukrainians that attacked and killed the Russian minority, committed crimes against humanity and war, genocide. 4. This war has not just started, it has been going on for 8 years. 5. It was a miracle that the Russians hadn't swept them away so far. 6. So the Russians are right. 7. The USA are behind it all, but you do not notice. Moreover, there are no nationalists and Nazis in Ukraine. There are silly chauvinists whose leaders are Ukrainian and American Jews. The Ukrainians threaten and harass the Hungarian minority also and own Hungarian territory and stolen natural gas from us. Come on, Russians.